Hola Huskies, this is Miss Mavity, and this is the instructions video for Tuesday, February 9th for my 6th and 7th grade Connection Spanish class. To get us started, we'll start with our normal 5-question check-in. ¿Cómo te llamas? And your name will go in the blank. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es martes for Tuesday. ¿Cuál es la fecha? What is the date today? Es el 9 de febrero, February 9th. For our weather today, it's supposed to be kind of cold, so we might say hace fresco, which is chilly, possibly with a little bit of rain, llueve. And however you are doing today, whether it's mal or muy bien, is absolutely valid. I hope it's more towards the muy bien side of the scale, but if not, that is okay. In our work session today, we'll be taking a look at different schools and classrooms around the Spanish-speaking world. To do this, we'll be using an interactive map. When you click on the link at the top of page 2, you should see something that looks like this. I've linked to the capital city of all of the 21 Spanish-speaking countries around the world. You'll be choosing from these 21, and for example, if I click on Ecuador, just as an example, each one will have 5 pictures of classrooms in the Spanish-speaking world. So for Ecuador, I would take a look. I would see what there is to see from these classrooms. And then I would come back to page 2 and I would type the name of the place I chose. So in this place, I chose Quito, Ecuador, the capital of Ecuador. And you'll see a few questions. ¿Hay muchos estudiantes? Are there lots of students? For this one, I would say sí, yes. ¿Hay libros? Are there books? I did see books there, so I would highlight sí. ¿Hay bolígrafos? I don't know if I saw pens. I can come back and look. I definitely see pencils. I don't think there are pens, only pencils, so I would highlight no for bolígrafos and then sí for lápices. ¿Hay cuadernos y carpetas? Are there notebooks and folders? As I'm taking a look, I definitely see paper, but I would say no for the binders and notebooks because I did not see those. So I would choose 4 more cities off of the map, basically reporting what I saw in terms of school objects there. And then I would pick one of those 5 cities in particular to discuss in more detail. You're going to write 5 sentences about that city in Spanish, and it'll describe the classrooms in that particular city. Now, this might sound scary or daunting, but really all you are doing is you are taking these headings of the columns and turning them into statements rather than questions. For example, if I said that in Quito, Ecuador, hay muchos estudiantes, there were lots of students, I could literally copy hay muchos estudiantes, which just means there are lots of students. Boom, I've got a sentence. For this one, hay libros, are there books? I could copy once again. There are books, hay libros. Let's say though, if there is not a particular class object, because we said there were not pencils, I could say, or pens, I'm sorry, no, and then no hay bolígrafos. There are not pens or pencils. Then I would love for you to please use SpanishDictionary.com to help finish the following 2 sentences, basically comparing and contrasting the classrooms that you looked at in the city you chose to those we see at Westside. So for that first one, las aulas de, the city name, son similares, ¿por qué? So maybe you say they're similar because they have desks, or maybe because they are colorful, just as a possible example. And then we'll finish out our day with some block it practice. All right, chicos, animo, you're doing great work.